It was the last day. I don't know. I've just said something to someone on YouTube today about a warrant lasting a year. And up until including the last day of that year, they can serve it, but after that, it's null and void. I think this had occurred to me before, but I don't think I put it together. Last weekend, obviously, when they called round, Cambridge police clearly have too much time on their hands. What was it called? Obviously have nothing better to do. I can't remember what I called it now. Oopsie. Just give me a second. Cambridge Police really have nothing better to do. There you go. I knew it was something like that. Yeah, it was the last day. Now this was for the assault charge. The assault charge. When I self-defended myself. Because I had no idea why the thug Nazi coppers were barging their way into my hallway. And the same case that they told me was off. Because the CPS wrote to myself and the court and said they were applying to vacate the trial date. Or words to that effect. And then they went ahead with it anyway. The corrupt prosecution service. Because it's supposed to be the Crown Prosecution Service, but anything with the word Crown in it is corrupt. So let's face it, it's the corrupt prosecution service. The Copper Protection Service. All in it together to get revenue by sending people to jail. Because jails get revenue for the government for keeping people in their cells. It's fuck all to do with justice. I know I'm probably preaching to the converted here, but there's slightly more of you now following me, so just thought I'd mention that. So he came around the house, I think I said the other day in one of the videos, he came around the front of the house, went around this bit of fucking green grass that we have in front of the house, and stopped. And I couldn't see him properly, but I could imagine the cogs turning, Because then after about a minute, he decided that was no good, and he tried to reverse out, but he was like parked in a corner, so he couldn't, because the back tire kept hitting the car. It's hard to explain, but it was more pissed off than he should have been, if you know what I mean. If it was just another job. But it was the last day of the warrant. Whenever they imagined this fucking warrant was issued, because the court case was in November 2017, the 9th, I think, 7th or the 9th, which gives them until that day in 2018 to execute it. They were pretending it only became active when they gave it to the bailiffs. Which was certainly long before going towards the end of May. But, So, yeah. I know the disc is almost full, I'm dealing with it. Yeah. That was the assault charge. That was nothing to do with council tax. That was the assault charge. That was the last day of the warrant, which they had imagined. They imagined the whole fucking case, to be honest, but, Right, okay then. So we can assume the police are no longer willing to support the council in collection of council tax. Certainly not in my case. Oh dear. I think Joanne Lancaster, head of Huntingdonshire District Council, is for the chop. I've suspected, and I still have no categorical proof, but I've suspected for a while with Joel, the bailiff coming round all the time, 7 visits or something he made. I suspected that someone's job's on the line. And I know that's the assault charge and the other thing is council tax, but the logic is that the police have lost 2 chief constables because of me. Okay, the council piled hundreds of people out the back door when all the missing money came to light, but really they haven't taken a hit yet. Not like the police. Is this making any sense? I know what I'm talking about. So yes, I think Joanne Lancaster might be for the job. That's a shame. And after she bravely took a 5% pay cut to scrape by on 117 grand a year. That just shows you what sacrifice does for you, Joanne. We shall see. This is a lot of guesswork, but we shall see. I think I'm right. I'll see you later.